Hi, my name is Sue Lovell, and I've been with Ron and Terry from the very beginning when we first started our prayer group with 7 people. And years ago, Terry started Hidden Treasures Ladies Meeting. And a month or so ago, I found a piece of paper where Terry in Hidden Treasures said, told the ladies, I want you to do a paper on I ams. And that's what I wrote, I am.
That's what I was going to do on Sunday.
And if you see, you made a comment.
That's why I started keeping yours.
And what I did, I had my sister, I asked my sister if she would copy these. Print them off and copy. I don't do nothing on the so my sister done all the printing for me. And that is the original paper where I wrote all this by hand.
Wow.
And every time I go to write something, someone will say, what are you doing, writing a book? I said, well, maybe. But the reason why God said, you take the mirror out and look at yourself. What do you see when you look at the mirror? What do you think? What do you think about yourself?
Okay, I gotta get an investment here.
But when he said, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? What do you think about yourself? God said that he sees you different than what we see ourselves. And if you notice, it's a little princess bag. And if you get out the little mirror, compact mirror, every morning when you get up, God says to tell you, hello, beautiful. So you have everyone should have one that says, hello, beautiful. So the big mirror represents us. The little mirror represents God. The tissue in there, the tissue is to remind you, when you cry, God's there to dry your tears if it's sadness or if it's joy. There's always the reason. And the nail polish is, a lot of people put nail polish on, you scrape it off, and you put new nail polish on. So God said sometimes we have to scrape the old us to put the new on. That's what the nail polish reminds you. And God says that we are a princess. That's why you have princess bags and the princess fruit snacks. It's because he wants you to consider yourself a princess.
Very, very
Yes.
good. This is awesome.
How long have you had to think about this?
Well, God brought all of this to my attention a few months ago. And what it is I work at Dollar Tree or I go to stores sometimes. Stuff will come up. I work at a Dollar Tree. I see these mirrors. I go, oh, that was nice. God said to look in the mirror and look at yourself. And then a customer a couple weeks ago came in and bought the Hello Beautiful compacts. I said, oh, I got to buy them. But then I had to go to different Dollar Trees to come up with the amount I needed. And then on the tissue, I just happened to see them. Oh, that's nice to go to that. But sometimes God could give you one idea, and by the time you get done, he comes up with a bunch more. Because I got to thinking, okay, we have a princess mirror. We need a princess bag now to go along with it. In the fruit snacks, you can go to Walmart or different stores and find it. And I thought, well, that is awful nice. So, like I said,
Thank you.
God brings.
That's the first thing I think of.
Yeah, but what it is God said he wants us. Where all this says I am, you can change it and say, well, I can say you are going to live and declare the works of the Lord. Now, when you was in her class, Hidden Treasures, she made you work. So did Ron when we were in the Bible study when we first started. We worked. We worked in everything. So it's a lot of work to put all these, but how many years ago was that? 20-something years?
I was looking for a date.
I didn't put a date on there.
Dear Sue, thank you for supporting the women's ministry. You are truly a blessing. Keep praying and confessing these scriptures over your life. I love you, Terry D. And that's what this is.
Yeah, the only thing is I told my sister not to put what Terry wrote on there, but she put it everything else. She didn't even put my name on there. So that's why I wrote on the back, in God's eyes, you are a princess. But y'all could go through all of these scriptures and read them, but on the back page, let me see if it's on the back page or the one before. Okay, I'm going to, a lot of them have scriptures, some of them don't, but on the next to the back page, you'll see like I am number 2, it says I'm going to be a powerhouse for God. We used to go out and do tent revivals and everything. And Ron came by and picked me up one day because I used to ride with Ron's aunt, Catherine. Some of us knew her by Catherine Miller, and Catherine Shockley by her first husband, Jerry. And I would always say, well, God, you said I'm going to be a powerhouse, but I don't see how. I'm so shy. I'm bashful. I was the quiet one out of the bunch. I would be scared to pray. And I said, have you ever heard Ron, Terry, all these other ladies that was in our group pray? I go, whew, Cheryl knows. I said, oh, I can't do that. And Terry says, but Jesus didn't pray long prayers. He said, be still. That's a short prayer. So it's took me a lot of years to get where I'm at today. And like I said, God just said, just keep saying, and even Ron and Terry, you keep saying, I'm going to be a powerhouse for God. You have to start believing it. And I shake my head, no, that ain't going to be, no, that's not going to be. But you never know when God's going to use you. Mm-hmm. And like I said, y'all can read through all this. You can change it and put your name on there. You can say, oh, are you praying for someone? Like Natalie. Natalie is God's secret weapon. Gayla is God's sugar baby.
I love it. I'm out of my sugar.
So you can put other people's name on here. When my younger brother went to prison the first time, I did scriptures like that. I put his name, Blake is, that I was declaring it. Yeah, he went to prison the second time. He's probably been out a year, 2 years almost now. But I said, I am going to believe that my family is coming in. And at times you think, oh, that don't look like it's going to happen, but it will. It is going to take time. But like it says on the back page, I'm going to be a mighty warrior for God. So every time when you feel down, you need to start quoting the scripture and start believing it. And on that last one, it says, I am a diamond, or maybe an emerald or a gem. I am one of God's jewels. Which one are you? And a few weeks ago, I was watching a show or something, or someone made the statement about red carpet. And I said, do you know what God said? And I have seen it. Sometimes the praise and worship's going, the preaching is going, and I could hear God say, my red carpet is rolled out right now. All I'm doing is holding my hand out and asking, is anybody of you want to go on the red carpet with me? And I could see him taking people by their hand and leading them to where he wants them to go. And that's all I have to say today.
Oh, what a blessing.